One of the most difficult things about this unit can be entering things into your calculator. So let's work a practice problem together and you can see how you would enter it into your calculator. If your calculator looks like the one on my whiteboard, in any of the colors it comes in, from pink to green to black, then these are the instructions you would follow to solve these types of problems. So this question asks us, what is the hydroxide ion concentration of a substance that has a hydrogen ion concentration of 1.2 times 10 to the negative fifth? So the first thing we want to do is put our game plan in place, where we know that we are starting with the hydroxide ion concentration. We are going to then we know how to convert from there to the pH. We can easily go from pH to POH, and we can easily convert from POH finally to the hydroxide ion concentration. So let's see what that would look like. So we are already starting with our hydrogen ion concentration, meaning that we need to go from our hydrogen ion concentration to our pH. Well, lucky for us, we know the formula that pH is going to equal the negative log of a hydrogen ion concentration. So we're going to put that as 1.2 times 10 to the negative fifth, close parentheses. Now, how do you enter that into your calculator? Pretty simply, you are going to turn your calculator on. You are going to hit the negative button, which on this calculator is down here, not to be confused with the minus sign. Then you are going to find your log button, which on this calculator is located right here under the second sign. Then you are going to enter your number as 1.2. Then you're going to hit the second button and this button right here to pull up that capital E to the, once again, negative sign 5. Close those parentheses. And it's going to give us this nice long answer here. Now, if you are going to just carry answer to answer, that's fine. If that's not something you like to do, you're going to want to carry it out to 4 decimal places in order to not change your answer. So we're going to write that out as 4.9208, as you can see on our calculator. So next you can see that we're going to go from pH to POH, and we know that the POH is going to equal 14 minus our pH. And that's pretty easy to do on your calculator. If you're just carrying your answers, you can very easily do 14 minus second answer, and it's going to give you this number right here. So we can write that one down to be 9.079. Now, last but not least, we are going to go from POH to our hydroxide ion concentration. And from our video, you know that the hydroxide ion concentration equals 10 to the negative POH, so 9.079. And to enter that into our calculator, you are going to hit the number 10. You are going to hit your little caret button right here to pull up that little upside down V. You're going to hit the negative button again, not the minus sign, and then second answer to pull up. And we are going to, as you can see, end up equaling 8.3 times 10 to the negative 10th as our answer down there. Those are the skills you need to enter these things into your calculator. Hope that helps. Now I know some of you have this calculator right here. The steps are slightly different than the previous calculator, so follow along if this is the calculator you have. We're still going to follow the exact same steps that we did before, so our numbers should be the same. We just have to do things a little differently on our calculator. So our first step to go from the hydrogen ion concentration to pH, we are going to hit the negative button. Then on this calculator, the log button is located up here, and you have to hit that button twice to get it to say log. Then you are going to enter 1.2. Then on this calculator, it has the EE button located right here, and you're going to press it to pull up that capital E, -5, close parentheses. And you can see we got the same answer as before. Now we're going to do 14 minus, going to hit that second button, and then hit down here for it to pull up our previous answer. Hit the enter button, and you can see once again we've gotten the same number as before. Now last but not least, we are going to do our final step to get our hydroxide ion concentration, where we are going to do 10, and then you are going to hit this button right here, the one that has the X with the little square next to it, to pull up that exponent, and then we are going to hit negative button and then second answer to pull up the answer that we have, and as you can see, it pulls up our answer from before, 8.3 times 10 to the -10th. Now, the last calculator I know many of you have is this one right here. So these are the instructions if you use this calculator. Once again, still following those exact same steps as before, just a different way of entering into your calculator. So we start off doing our negative log located right under the second button. Now on this calculator, it doesn't have that EE button. So we are going to have to do 1.2 times 10 to the hit that caret button, -5. Then you're going to want to hit the right arrow to go back down and close those parentheses. And when you hit your enter, you can see that we're getting the same answer as before. Then you would do 14 minus second answer. Hit enter to get your answer for that one. And then last but not least on this calculator, you are going to do 10. Once again, hitting that caret button, negative sign, second answer, for it to pull up the answer that we got before, 8.3 times 10 to the -10th. I believe this has covered everyone's calculator. If you use a calculator different than one of the three that I've just demonstrated, first check to see if it works like any of the three calculators I've done, or you can contact me and I'll be glad to help you out.